Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we're checking out the Grand Hyatt Tampa. This hotel is pretty cool. It's located really close to the Tampa Bay airport, but it is absolutely a city and a resort hotel combined into one. Let's check out all the unique features here. Definitely more of a office building type vibe as you come in to the main driveway here. They were deconstructing the fountain in the middle there, probably doing some work there. Nice plant wall as you walked into the Grand Hyatt here. I checked in and I wanted to check out a little bit of the lobby. You have the restaurant 1823, which is where they serve breakfast. They also have lunch and dinner in there as well as a bar. Plenty of space to kind of work here. This is a big convention hotel, but it is located right on the bay, so there is sort of a beach area that's separate from the main building of the hotel that we'll show you in a bit. Wanted to show you what the breakfast menu looked like right here. And they did have a full buffet as well. And this was all free for me as a globalist. And I got an awesome, huge upgrade to an executive level suite just for my one night stay. I used 9,000 points for my stay, so a great deal here. Rates were well over $400 a night for some reason. There were tons of windows in this suite. Definitely, not the most renovated suite by any means, but for one person, I had multiple couches. I had a huge work desk area, huge bottles of water, 2 bathrooms, really a ton of space and completely unnecessary for one person, but hey, I'll take it if it's free. Now let's walk over to the main bedroom here. So we've got nice views of the bay in the main bedroom as well. Some nice little lounging chairs in there. Nice king bed, decent sized TV. Full length mirror there to get ready, which is great. And then the bathroom was pretty big. Like the 2 sinks, of course. If you're traveling with someone, it's nice to have those 2 sinks to be able to spread out. Kind of the closet area is in here. So you have robes and that sort of thing. Kind of a weird setup, but it is what it is. Then you have this nice shower area. The rest of the tower has the gym as well as some convention facilities. So the gym itself, pretty nicely sized. No one was using it while I was in there. They also have a sauna right next door, so that's all free to use as part of your stay. They also have a grand club that was closed during my visit, as well as a top floor restaurant that was under construction, so that might be open by the time you decide to visit. Now let's go check out the outside of the main building and walk over to the Casitas, which is a bit of a walk away from the main hotel. So I came off of the elevator. They do have a nice shop there with sundries, that sort of thing, in case you forget something. Here's the main pool at the main tower. So you have a nice little lap pool here. You have a nice bar area that's going to be open during the day. I was filming this kind of early in the morning, so it wasn't quite open yet. Plenty of games and stuff around to play. You got Connect 4, you got bags, that sort of thing. That's an office building connected to it. And now we're going to walk on the boardwalk over to the gazebo, which is pretty cool, and then over to the Casitas. Now, unfortunately, since they've reopened from COVID, they cut the airport shuttle, but the hotel is very, very close to the Tampa Bay airport. I gotta say, though, for an airport hotel, you don't often have all this nature right here, which is pretty cool. So lots of mangroves right at the hotel, a decent walk through those that leads out to a nice little vista that you can read a book. Now we're gonna head back and head to the Casitas finally. Lots of these nature signs on the walk, which is pretty cool. If you haven't been to Florida before, get to know a little bit of the wildlife. There's lots of it. So the Casitas do have a few other things like another swimming pool, tennis courts, the beach, and the fancy restaurant Oyster Catchers, which is where I ate. You follow these little flowers from the main building if you're not taking the boardwalk. A couple ways to get there. And these Casitas are pretty cool because it does have more of a resort feel. Slightly bigger rooms, more high ceilings, more of a residential feel. So if you want that, you can definitely book those rather than the typical hotel room in the main tower. Just know that you're going to be pretty far from the main lobby, etc., and you can either walk or take one of the shuttles. So I was happy to see a real tennis court here, and then they did have some pickleball lines as well as dedicated pickleball courts here, so everyone's happy. Nice little basketball court there too, so definitely multi-purpose and plenty of stuff to do for a family or someone who likes to play tennis while on vacation or a work trip. Now we're gonna head over to the pool and beach area. This is the front of Oyster Catchers, so this has valet parking. This is your fancy fish restaurant. Pretty great because I did get a $30 credit to use there because the Grand Club was closed as a globalist, so I definitely got some nice ahi tuna. And now we're gonna walk into the Casitas pool. So not a gigantic pool by any means. Definitely an older property, but they have a ton of amenities here. More games, a nice little sun deck with some hammocks here. They have a whole activities area that you can rent paddle boards or kayaks and that sort of thing because there's an estuary right next to the hotel. Nice little pool bar right there. I will admit that the Mai Tai at Oyster Catchers was absolutely fantastic, one of my favorites ever, so definitely get that. So here's a little activities area. You can rent those, pretty reasonably priced. And here's what they call the beach, so definitely some sand, but the mangroves kind of block most of your views of the ocean, so I wouldn't really replace that from like Clearwater, some of the beach resorts that are nearby. And here's the dock for all the activities. You can do little bay tours straight from here, so a lot of fun. This whole area had fire pits at night. A nice little relaxing area to watch the bay, mangroves, read a book, get some sun. Here's the back porch of Oyster Catchers. Now I'll show you what my meal looked like here. Definitely a pricey restaurant, but I do think that the quality of everything was excellent, so wouldn't hesitate if I'm staying here. Plus you get great deal on your spend as a Hyatt member at Hyatt properties, so just keep that in mind. So it was a nice night out on the bay, and I was excited to try this Mai Tai, as I mentioned, because it was made with some Martinique rum, and I had actually been to the place that they make it. It's fantastic, best rum in the world in my opinion. Had an oyster just to try it, pretty good there, and had my ahi seared. It was absolutely fantastic. So that is the Grand Hyatt Tampa Bay. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you like these types of videos. We're gonna have plenty more of them.